Hey everybody, welcome back to Cruising with the Carsons. How's everybody doing out there on YouTube? Hope you're doing well. Still wintertime back here in Minnesota, but in less than 72 hours, we will be out of here, hitting the road, heading down south for the winter time. But before we start, you know the drill. You gotta say it with me. Come on, everybody. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Thanks for tuning in and tagging along. Today, we're going to call this one King of the Gassers. That's right. We're going to find out what truck out of Ford, Ram, Chevy is the king of the hill. So stay tuned, everybody. All right, guys, so let's dive in. Now, when it comes to literature or research, when you're surfing online, doing your diligence, trying to find out what to do, whether you should go gas, whether you should go diesel, what you're going to tow with it, how much you're going to use it, what kind of price range is your budget, what are you looking for? Anyway, let's start off with the 2025 Ram 3/4 ton 6.4 with the Hemi V8 engine. Now, this particular truck has a towing capacity of anywhere from 14,000 to 15,000 pounds and a payload capacity of anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 pounds. This engine produces 410 horsepower and it produces 429 pound-feet of torque. Now, keep in mind, when we talk about these trucks, you guys, payload ratings are going to vary between a 3/4 ton or a 1 ton, but mainly, let's just say if you're looking for a 3/4 ton truck, your payload is going to vary because it depends on the trim level that you get, it depends on the tires that came on it from the factory, and it depends on a few other things that they put into the truck from the factory. That's all going to affect your payload rating. Now, when it comes to the Chevy, the 2025 Silverado 3/4 ton with the 6.6 Goliath motor, or the 6.6 gas motor as they call it, this truck can tow up to 16,000 pounds. Now, that's a cut above the Ram 3/4 ton truck by anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 pounds. So that's a significant difference if you're looking to increase what you need to tow. Now, keep in mind, this depends on fifth wheel towing or gooseneck towing, or if you're going to tow conventional bumper pull. You need to do your research and find out what each of these trucks is going to tow and how much they can pull. Now, the Chevy 6.6er 3/4 ton can tow upwards of almost 18,700 pounds when using a gooseneck or fifth wheel hitch. Now, that's pretty significant. That's not bad for a gas motor. The 2025 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD with the 6.6 gas V6 engine has a maximum payload capacity of 3,689 pounds, not bad at all. It produces 401 horsepower and 464 pound-feet of torque. So even though this motor is a little bit bigger than the Ram 6.4, it doesn't put out as much horsepower, but it has a little bit more pound-feet of torque. Now let's talk about the big boy, the Ford Godzilla. With the 7.3, let's talk about their 2500. Now this one can tow upwards of 18,200 pounds conventionally, with a maximum fifth wheel gooseneck towing capacity reaching upwards of 19,500 pounds when properly equipped. Again, that all depends on your trim level, your towing or your tire package from the factory, etc. Now, the Ford F-250 Super Duty with the 7.3 gas engine has a maximum payload capacity of 4,246 pounds. That's pretty significant. Now, the 7.3 puts out 430 horsepower, and it has about 485 pound-feet of torque. So in those categories, obviously the 7.3 Godzilla reigns supreme. Now, let's talk about what places like Car and Driver, Edmunds, Motor Trend, what do they have to say about the gas trucks? Now, Motor Trend 2024, they rated number one. Who do you suppose came in number one? Well, there you have it, guys. So Motor Trend gave Ram the number one spot with the 6.4. The 2500, that one came in scoring 8.8 on a scale of 10. The Ford F-250 Super Duty, Motor Trend gave them a score of 8.3, so not too far behind the Ram. When it comes to the Chevy GMC class with the 6.6 gasser, they came in third place. So Chevy and GM with the Sierra, or with the GMC Sierra or the Chevy Silverado, they came in third place. They actually put last on the list as a number 5 seed was their Nissan Titan XD, which myself, I don't follow the imported vehicle line. I tend to stay with the American line, but I'd be curious to hear from any of you that are towing with a Toyota or a Nissan Titan. I'm curious what your thoughts are, how your experience is. So, there you have it. Wow, I was surprised that Ram came in number one with the 6.4. Now keep in mind, you guys, that the Ford Godzilla with the 7.3 outsold all the other trucks on the market almost 2-to-1. That's pretty significant. And I assume that's because if someone's going gas and they're going to tow, they're going to buy the big boy with that 7.3. Now keep in mind, out of the 3 heavy hitters that we just talked about, the number one truck, according to Car and Driver, Edmunds, Motor Trend, that came in as number one with the least frequency of repairs, the least transmission problems or motor problems, they gave that class to the Ram 6.4, surprisingly, because I've heard and read about a lot of lifter problems, a lot of valve cover gasket problems, etc. But I think on the newer trucks, they're kind of getting better and better. So, one more thing to think about when it comes to mileage. I had a lot of you comment, oh, you're going to miss the mileage you got with that diesel truck. You know what's interesting, guys? You see the camper behind me, you see the trailer with the side-by-side. I usually tow those together. I usually double tow. Now, when I double tow, I don't get very good mileage. Even in my diesel trucks, on my best days, I barely got maybe 9.5, 10 miles a gallon. I religiously, if towing through the mountains or from Minnesota down to Arizona, I would average about 7.5 to 8 miles per gallon of fuel. That's it. Now, with my new Ram truck, pulling that trailer, pulling the camper, I'm going to average about the same. All the guys that are towing that I follow on the pages are getting anywhere from 7 to 9 miles a gallon when they're towing the bigger, heavier campers. So you got to keep that stuff in mind. Well, anyway, guys, in 72 hours, we're going to be on the road, heading to Arizona. We're going to take you with on that journey. We got some pretty fun stuff planned when we get down there. We're going to let you know how the Ram truck is performing towing. We'll keep you tuned every step of the way. Thank you guys for tagging along. Hope you hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, we'll see ya.